Welcome to the 2.0 Conference 2026 here at Bellagio, live in Las Vegas. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Raul Valdes-Perez.
Nice to meet you, Raul. Tell us what is the name of your company and what it is that you do there.
The name of the company is OnlyBoth,
Okay.
which is one word.
Okay.
And we have completely rethought how to do benchmarking, also known as comparative performance analytics,
Okay.
which has seen very little innovation. Basically, everybody does it the same way. But it's a task that's done so broadly throughout society in different sectors that it's really worth applying RAI knowledge to it to take it to a total next new level
Okay.
of innovation and value for a user.
Okay. Let's talk about AI applications, how they generate output, whose truth or accuracy are difficult to evaluate, and where does only both bench mine fit in that space?
Actually, that's a question that can be asked about computer science in general.
Okay.
And one is very lucky if one writes an application that generates outputs that can be verified simply by somebody else.
Right.
That's great because that really builds trust.
Absolutely.
So in this case, the task of the benchmarking is in a huge data set that comes from, say, a large spreadsheet, uncover factual, noteworthy insights about comparative performance. And if it's factual, it's maybe hard to uncover, but once it's uncovered, here it is. And you go ask a freshman in college to go verify it, and he'll come back in half an hour saying, yeah, it looks right.
Amazing.
So
Amazing.
one is very lucky if that's the case.
Amazing.
And that's the case here.
And this is your first time at the conference, right?
Yes.
This year. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. And you are a Tech 2.0 honoree. How does it feel to receive recognition in an area that you've worked so hard in?
Well, in this case, part of the reason for doing this is really to bring a benefit to society, make an impact,
Right.
make it much better to drive performance improvement or even empower consumer choice via uncovering performance insights.
Right. Okay.
So any recognition is very valuable because it's kind of a thank you for bringing a technology to society that can improve society potentially.
Absolutely. What advice would you give to someone that's maybe just starting out, maybe in college or something, and wanting to break ground in the area that you are? Maybe they're discouraged. Maybe, what would you tell them?
Break ground in entrepreneurship
Yes.
or in academia? I'm a former academic.
All areas.
Oh, well, they're all very different things. Boy, one very good definition of what it means to be an entrepreneur that I learned from a professor at CMU. I did my doctorate at Carnegie Mellon,
Okay.
who was a former entrepreneur, and he said entrepreneurship is an entrepreneur is someone who sees the whole world as a resource, as a potential resource. Right. You need to be likable and you need to be persuasive and things like that in order to get people to help you.
Absolutely.
But potentially the world is filled with resources that
Yes.
you can
Tap into.
leverage. Yes.
Amazing.
And there are many other things about entrepreneurship in this country, the United States. A great thing about entrepreneurship is that if you start something and you fail, it's not held against you for the rest of your life.
Right.
Which is
You can
not
start
true
over.
worldwide.
That's
I've lived or worked in 5 different countries, and not everybody's like that.
That's true. That's
So
true.
that's a great. Don't be scared of failure.
That's what we're looking
yeah.
for, right? Keep going. Don't be scared of failure. What are you looking to get out of the conference here in the next few days?
I'm actually now starting because the technology is quite mature.
Right.
We display it openly and freely at benchmine.com.
Perfect.
On a variety of federal and state data sets,
Okay.
education, healthcare, employer 401k plans, etc. Right now, the technology is pretty mature.
Oh.
So we're just starting now to look for possible partnerships with others
Amazing.
who see the value for this, either with data that they control or for bringing this through their networks to the larger public using government data.
Amazing. How would one get a hold of you? What's your preferred way of someone getting a hold of you in case they want to collab with you? Or
Definitely take a look at Benchmine first, maybe even type in your own 401k plan from your employer. But approach via LinkedIn or via
perfect.
what it says on onlyboth.com or benchmine.com.
Wonderful. Thank you.
And just remember, Valdez is with an S, not a
Yes,
Z.
yes. Valdez, Valdes,
Correct.
hyphen Perez.
Correct.
I love it. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me. Congratulations on the award. We're glad you're at the conference. We hope to see you again, maybe in Singapore or Dubai.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for interviewing me.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much.